What can I say about Beyond Machine? Well, I found Beyond Machine's program to be very beneficial. The program allowed me to use materials such as DataCamp Learn to gain knowledge on different subjects around data science, such as data manipulation, AWS, supervised learning, and many more machine learning topics. The program also helped deepen my understanding of new techniques and algorithms through completing a project. This project is something me and Dr. Kampakis discussed at the beginning of the program, and it enabled me to put my knowledge to the test and sharpen my Python skills. As a first-time job searcher, things got very frustrating and difficult, but Dr. Kampakis' advice was invaluable in guiding me in the right direction. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to get their career started in data science.
Hello, my name is Lara Shaheen and I completed the data science course with Beyond Machine. I really liked the course and the support I received from Dr. Kampakis, and I would definitely recommend it to others.
My name is Orisha Bawa, and in my quest to upskill, I've tried many cohorts of data science and machine learning programs, but none of them compare with Beyond Machine. Firstly, because in my opinion, I feel this distills all the key information in as quick as possible to allow you to progress at your own speed, giving you access to your own personal projects that can be tailored to your niche and specific use cases. For me, that was blockchain and climate tech in particular. This allowed me to not only upskill in the program and the skill sets I required, but then directly apply this in my fields of interest, which added that extra layer of learning and added value for me personally. And I think the flexibility that comes with choosing your own projects lets you move at your own pace while also extending your interests, something that is invaluable with my time. I found Beyond Machine to have the most in-depth knowledge with regards to how granular the history, the present and the future of the data science industry and practice is explained and delivered to me. And should you be as early as I was, you would have the privilege to receive information distilled from Dr. Kampakis, who has over a decade of experience in the data science field, of which has been invaluable to me and a great time saver in allowing me to upskill to the forefront of the industry directly from someone who is at the forefront of the industry. So it goes without a doubt that Beyond Machine has been the best program that I've come across within this space, and I would highly recommend this to anyone looking to upskill in data science.
Really helped me going forward. Why did it help me? Well, firstly, it was my first experience actually getting used to data science. It was a great way to not only learn the very bare basics, but also it scaled up into machine learning aspects and deep learning as well. But more importantly, which helped me for my career, was the relationship that was developed with Dr. Kampakis. He was always available to answer any questions, whether anything related to the homework or my own project. He was able to guide me and do everything that was necessary to help me become the data scientist I am today. In fact, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have my current job. The course is hard. It is expected for you to work on it on your own merit, on your own effort. You will not be hand-holded through anything. However, you can take your time with it, and more importantly, it gives you everything you need in order to at least transition into the world of data science. I would not recommend any other program more highly than this one. I would not be the data scientist without it, nor without the guidance from Dr. Kampakis.
Welcome to the Data Science and AI Career Accelerator. Over the next 30 or 40 minutes or so, I'm going to present to you on this webinar everything you want to know about our Data Science and AI Career Accelerator and how our accelerator can help you get the job of your dreams in data science and AI within 90 days or less. So if you're listening to this, first of all, I assume that you want to become a data scientist, you want to work in the field of artificial intelligence, and you get really pumped up about what data science and AI can do for our lives and for the world. So it's quite likely that you might be a graduate and you don't know where to start looking for a job, maybe in the space of computer science, or maybe you're in some career that's not related to technology, or maybe you're a stay-at-home parent and you want more flexibility and work-life balance, or maybe you just want a career change. And maybe you're just worried about your pension. You see that your career is not going anywhere, and you're like, hey, I should change the career, I should find something better. So a few words about who I am and why I can actually talk about these subjects and why I can help you find the job of your dreams. My name is Stylianos Kabakis. I've been in the space of data science and AI for more than a decade. I have a PhD in machine learning from University College London. I'm also a data science advisor at London Business School. I run my own consulting company, and I've also trained multiple students in data science and AI. And I've also written 3 books on the topic, which you can find on Amazon. And I'm also more than happy to share them with you if you drop me a message after this webinar. And here are some of the testimonials from my students. These are people that I have personally worked with. I have helped them improve their skills in this area. I have helped them secure the job of their dreams. And you can see what they say about me. They talk about how my help improved their understanding of data science, how having access to my experience was so valuable for them, and how the advice of this program really helped them get to the next stage in their careers as well as in their lives. So there are going to be more and more case studies from my students throughout this presentation. And also, if you Google my name, you'll find I'm a very public-facing person. I'm a speaker. I speak to all kinds of events. So you can see here some photos from the presentation of my 3rd book by Springer Nature, one of the biggest publishing houses in the world. You can see a picture of me being at the Financial Conduct Authority, which is a regulatory body in the United Kingdom, talking about Web3 and blockchain. And you can see some other photos from workshops I've done in London and around the world on a variety of topics, but always around AI and data science. So why is data science a good job? Why is it still a good time to find a job and work in this area? Okay, so in 2012, which now seems like a long time ago, it's over a decade, data science was named the sexiest job of the 21st century. And then there was about a decade during which there was a lot of talk about data science, big data, and things like that. And in the last few years, we saw, actually more than that, the last 5 or 10 years, we saw average salaries going from, this is a salary in London, so it's denominated in pounds, to what is £30,000, let's say $40,000, go all the way to $200,000 or more if you include bonuses in the space of data science, which is also characteristic of the space of technology in the last decade or so. And just as soon as data science started maturing as a field and as an industry, what we saw was that AI came along, right? And AI changed the game in the sense that it revitalized the whole area, right? So there are many people who believe that AI and data science are separate, but that's really wrong. It's not the case, right? They're actually part of the same family of methods. And what we've observed since ChatGPT came along is that the investment in AI startups has exploded over the last few years, with companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, Databricks raising huge rounds and having thousands and thousands and thousands and maybe even millions of users across the world. And obviously, this has a trickle-down effect in the rest of the industry. So data scientists and the general AI space are still it's a very attractive area to work in, and I'd say still one of the sexiest jobs out there. And why would someone want to become a data scientist other than the fact that you get a lot of job opportunities and you get a very good pay, very good compensation? Well, one is, besides the great job prospects and the great salary, is that you're going to get a lot of flexibility. With post-COVID, what we've seen is that flexibility is important for many people across the world. So maybe you're a stay-at-home parent, maybe you want to become a digital nomad. For whatever reason, it's always good to have this kind of option, and a career in data science can actually provide you with this option. And this is where most people find things difficult, right? So most people, they do want to find a job in technology and data science and AI, but they're not sure where to get started. Okay, and there are 3 mainstream options, but none of them are really that good. And I'm not going to explain why in the next few slides, and then I'm going to explain how we do things differently. So the 3 main options are university degrees, free resources like Coursera, and finally bootcamps, which most of them, they're overpriced. So university degrees, they give you some prestige, especially if you study in a good university, but for the most part, they're way too overpriced. So a master's in data science can cost in the UK over £10,000, and in the US, it can cost over $15,000. They take 1 or 2 years, depending on the country, and frankly, not everyone can afford the time and the money required in order to go through the full process. A major drawback of universities, and this is something that many of our students keep complaining about after they join our program, like while they're in university, that's why they join our program, is the lack of personalized support, right? So universities, they work a bit like meals. You go in and then you go out, and once you're in, you receive a bit of support, but not too much, and once you're out, right? So it's one of the reasons that we do things differently in Beyond Machine. And again, we have many students who joined our program whilst being in university. And the reason they joined our program is because they were missing the personalized support, the personalized touch, which we provide. And we'll get back to this in a second. So another option that many people go for is free online resources and courses. You can go on YouTube, Coursera, whatever, and there are countless of them. So, and these can be a good way to get started, but they're not a real learning experience. So a real learning experience needs to keep you committed. There needs to be the human element. There needs to be interaction. And for the most part, learning how to become a data scientist by going through these free resources, it's a bit like trying to become a driver by reading books about driving. Okay, if you want to become a driver, you need to drive. Okay, just reading books is not going to get you anywhere. You need action. And then finally, you have bootcamps, which they can provide some decent knowledge, and they can be fast, they can be effective, but for the most part, they're very overpriced and they're not very honest. They do like to operate like meals in the sense that they're a bit like universities. And this means is that you don't necessarily get the personalized support or the support after you finish the course that you require in order to get a job in this area. Okay, so that's why I'm not a big fan of this idea either, and I don't think it's a very good model for most people. So what is the best option? So first of all, I believe the right program needs to be personalized. Okay, every person is different, and you want to combine flexible learning with flexible timing. So people have different learning styles, and some people want to go for more depth or breadth. And again, this also depends upon your career aspirations and your professional goals. Secondly, timing is very important. So different people have different responsibilities. So a graduate might want to finish fast, whereas a working professional might want to give it 1 year or more to finish. Okay, and this is where mentoring plays a very important role in this whole process. You need this real world connection, the real touch, you need the support from an expert, and you also want the right support while you're learning and seeking for a job. And this includes both the CV and the feedback. So with regards to the community, you get support after the end of the program to help you achieve your goals. So regarding the program, this is the best way to pursue a career in data science. It's personalized, it's flexible, it comes at an amazing price, and it's the result of more than 10 years of experience I've built in this area. After having worked with many different types of universities, with different bootcamps, and running like short as well as long workshop formats. And we've developed our own process, which we call the AI-ready pathway. Okay, and what this acronym stands for is acquire knowledge, implement skills, refine technologies, employ solutions, advance proficiency, develop your professional profile, and finally yield success. So, and here's another success story. This is Lara, who was frustrated with her job as a lab analyst. She was working as a lab analyst in Coventry, UK, in the National Healthcare Service. Unfortunately, the NHS is underfunded. She had to work very long hours, very long shifts for very low pay. And she's like, look, I need to get out of this career. I need to do something else with my life. I don't think I can keep doing this. She studied biochemistry. She didn't know anything about data science. She didn't know anything about coding, but she saw a way through. So we took her from zero to getting a job as a data analyst in a huge consulting company in Dubai. Okay, and she gets tax-free more than 45K per year from her first role. So it's 100% doable if you're really determined to make it, and if you follow the process, which I'm gonna present to you right now. So A stands for acquire knowledge. Okay, so in the first step of this process, we teach you the foundations of data science and AI, while at the same time, we demonstrate the right tools for you. We give you some hands-on experience with some essential tools like Python R and SQL, and this paves the foundation for the rest of this program. So then we move on to the second step, which is implement skills. So we take the foundation, we take what you've learned, and we do things like teach you data manipulation in clinic, as well as foundation of building and deploying models, which is really at the essence of data science, AI, and machine learning. So we teach you the most popular tools, the most popular libraries like Pandas, NumPy, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, and Keras. R stands for refine techniques. So this is where we move towards more advanced concepts, things like advanced machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, reinforcement learning. And then you also learn about optimization and performance tuning, Bayesian hyperparameter optimization, gradient boosted trees, and more advanced techniques to optimize algorithms. Then we move on to E, employee solutions. This is when you work on real-world projects, you work on capstone projects that simulate the real-world scenarios from data collection to deployment, and you also work on industry case studies in order to improve your portfolio. And also there's a possibility to collaborate with some industry partners in real projects, which helps improve your portfolio even further. And this is where we really set you up for success for a job placement. So then we move on to advanced proficiency, where we do an even deeper dive into certain areas that you might find more fascinating or you might find more relevant to your professional and personal goals. So this is where you can look into some more niche areas of AI and data science like computer vision, and we keep working on projects strengthening your portfolio. Then D stands for develop your profile. This is where we're getting closer to finding a job, to start the job search. And we help you with career coaching as well as resume building and also with job placement support. So we help you understand how you can network on LinkedIn, how you can reach out to potential employers, how you can better prepare your CV for different types of applications in order to increase your chances of securing the job of your dreams. And this is the final step. Why? Yield success, find the job of your dreams, achieve your goals, become a prominent professional in data science and AI. And this makes the AI ready pathway. This is our unique process that we've developed in Beyond Machine in order to get you from zero to securing a job within ideally 90 days or less. But again, the program is flexible. So we had professionals who wanted to take their time, keep their job, be with their kids, and then after a year, make the next step in their careers, in their professional and personal lives. So something which really makes this program stand out, and that's why I call it a program and not a bootcamp, is the mentoring, right? So I can't stress this enough. You can't just fake 10 plus years of experience, and you cannot just put this into, let's say, a free course, okay? It just doesn't work like that. So this is, the mentoring helps you become a master of data science much faster than you would have otherwise been, simply because I teach you all the right elements. I guide you, handhold you, and I explain what to do and how to do it next. And then you go and do it. You go and take these lessons back home in order to keep improving your professional profile and your knowledge. And the end result is that you're gonna, not only you held accountable to your goals and a higher standard, but you're also going to reach your goals faster. You're gonna get a job faster, you're gonna get a better salary. And this is something which, again, is not a given with some of the other options I explained at the beginning. So for us, personal touch is very important. And again, what I say, I'm not saying this lightly. I've worked with different universities. I've spoken in front of many people, different institutions, done short workshops, long workshops, lectures, courses, you name it. So we have a very good idea of what works and what doesn't. And what you find in Beyond Machine is the stuff that works as fast as possible. And something else which is very important to state for the AI-ready pathway is that we step upon your previous strengths. And I mean, so if, for example, you are a graduate and you studied, let's say, something unrelated to computer science, we shape up your profile to make this look like a strength, and then we help you work on related projects that complement your knowledge. So if you already have 10 or 20 years of professional experience in something, then again, we try to see how we can fit machine learning into this to create a better CV. right? So this is like a part of our magic sauce, of our secret sauce that leads you to success. We also help you craft your story in a way that you're more likable to employers. So you really stand out from the crowd. And it's very important to mention that while you're learning coding on the course, no coding is required. And here's another case study that proves the point. So this is George. George is another one of our students. He did a degree in sports and he was struggling to find a job, right? Sports is not necessarily the best area to try and find a job in, but he was really determined to become a data scientist in sports tech, in anything, right? So he went through the course and I taught him coding, I taught him the fundamentals of data science and machine learning, and we managed to place him in a sports betting hedge fund. So he worked there for 6 months as a contractor with a decent salary for a junior. Mind you, this was his first job, right? Zero job experience. So he managed to get, I think, like 30K or so for like in pounds, which is like $35,000 or something. And after 6 months, he found another job. And then after 1 or 2 years after he built his profile, another job. And now he must be earning like 60K plus, like 70, $80K. I think he's not even 30, right? And again, this is the kind of stuff that you can do if you are being mentored, if you follow the right formula. And how can we do this? Well, we have more than 10 years of experience in data science and AI. I've taught hundreds of students across more than 5 universities, 2 boot camps, and we just know what works and what doesn't. It's as simple as that. Like, you can't fake experience, and this is what we have done in this course, is take all of our experience and package it in the best package possible. And this is also reflected in the testimonials that you can see from some more of our students. Again, there are many of these testimonials, and you can see how much they've appreciated the personal touch, the collaborative aspect, the input, the insights that I have provided to them, and the guidance that I have provided to them in order for them to succeed in their professional goals. And that's something else that stands out in this program, is this relationship that we keep having with our students. And you can see here some more photos from different workshops across the world. In the upper right corner is a workshop in Egypt. Lower right is a workshop in Berlin. The rest are in London. Like, it's across the years. You know, we have a very long, I've had personally a very long career in AI education. All ages, all types of professions, all types of backgrounds. You know what? It doesn't matter. Anyone can make it, okay? If you have the right guidance and you're determined, you're gonna make it. No question about it. So what you get, okay? So you get an extensive and flexible data science curriculum, and we work backwards, okay? So we start with your dream goal and your dream job, and then we create the program and the study plan and the action plan and the game plan based off of that, because you get personalized mentoring. And the end goal is obviously to get a job, right? So you do get support with your CV, you build a portfolio with real world data, and we also support you with applications. You do get a certificate. So, because we also get asked this quite often, you do get a certificate, and this is issued on a blockchain, which means that it cannot be altered. It's always gonna be there. And you can show this and say, yes, I've been trained by Beyond Machine. I've been trained by Dr. Kambakis personally, and this is the work that I've done. And can you still, this is some other frequent questions that we're asked, can I still work and do this? Absolutely. The program is flexible. We make it work around you. Well, I have no coding experience. Can I still do this? Yes, we teach you coding as part of the course. If you know coding, that's even better, but it's not a prerequisite. And also, I have trained in some other profession. Can I still do this? The answer is yes, you can still do this, right? So you don't need to be in some other profession in order. You don't have to be a graduate. And if you've trained, let's say, in sports and biochemistry, like some of the students I mentioned earlier, you can still do this. And this is what's included in the program. The mentoring alone is worth over $5,000, and you get assistance with any aspect of data science, CV, interviews, and you also become part of a community. And on top of that, we offer introduction to data science, introduction to AI, projects and portfolio, advanced concepts, plus the mentoring, plus the CV, and all this. The total value is over $10,000, okay? But the value of getting a job is 5x to 10x this amount. And after 2 to 5 years, it probably is going to be 12 to 15x. Okay, so essentially what we're pitching to you here is 10% of the compensation, is 10% of the total value of what you're going to get in the long run. Okay, and we offer all this for the price of $4,997 dollars. Okay, that's our price, and we make it work for you. So there are payment plans. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like anything about the program, you get back the deposit, which is a very small amount to secure your placement in the program. No questions asked. And that's it. Okay, so sign up now. Don't let this opportunity slip. Click the button below, schedule a call, and speak to a member of my team. Thank you.